Hello, party
Welcome.
people. Welcome to another episode of Reality Spills. I'm Mama J, and here's Jack. Not really recovered, but kind of recovered, but not really recovered from last
Just,
week.
just kind of, but not really. Got this
But not really.
lingering stupid cough.
Yeah. But you're doing better?
Yeah, I feel back to 100%, except for that cough. But it's like when you breathe in your own spit and you try and
Yeah.
just get it back out. Only it doesn't want to come back out. So I'll be muting myself every once in a while.
Yeah. Well, I know you weren't here last week, and you're like, you got this, girl, you got this. And I had it for like 10 minutes, and then my internet cut out, and I was like, what am I supposed to do now? Because the stream was still going. I had no way of like getting on the computer or whatever to turn it off. So I ended up having to finish the stream. I ended up going for another 15 minutes or so, like, but on my phone, on my data.
That's crazy how you still did it on your phone though.
Yeah, I was like, I have to do something. I don't even know how I figured out how to do it.
Well, it worked out. So either way,
it did work out.
This is our show, folks. If you think we did a horrible job, you do your own show.
Yeah. Do it by yourself. But there's a lot of different things that have been going on. I know that I have been talking about the Epstein Files and stuff a lot. I talked a lot more. We're not going to be talking about it as much in this episode, but last night I was on Business Party Podcast, and we kind of did almost like a live dive into the files, because I kept talking about different things that I had been researching, and we're like, oh, well, why don't we just look it up or what have you? And we started off with it's like Singularity AI and stuff, and it ended up us looking up a future sushi restaurant that might be opening up in Hong Kong called Open Meals or whatever. And basically, before you would go to get your sushi, they would like send you a kit, and you would give them your saliva, your pee, or your feces, and send it to them so that they could test your, I don't know what it is you needed nutritionally. So when you went to their place, they would 3D print you sushi.
Wow.
3D print you meat sushi.
I mean, already 3D printed food.
Yes.
I don't think I'm for that, but I see what they're doing. It's like they want to maybe get the best taste buds, the best tasting palate for you personally.
Well, it was more about, they were testing to see what kind of nutrients and stuff your body was deprived of, so they can inject your food with those certain nutrients that your body needed. But the website itself started talking about how it's going to be linked to your health ID, how there's these two health companies that were like funding this project, and you're just like, but it's sushi.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. I just want some carbs and cholesterol.
That's it.
The good tasting stuff.
Man, give me some mercury. That's what I came here for.
Yeah, give me the mercury.
I came here for the mercury. You know? Hello. Hello. How are you? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yep. Yeah, I feel like I've been out of a loop. That time that I was gone, I felt like it was a fever dream for like a week long, just about. Yeah. And I was sick for about 10 days, but I'm definitely back to normal.
Well, that's good. That's good to hear.
Weird. It's like COVID. It kind of felt like COVID in a way.
It could have been.
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows? Or it could be that new COVID that's going around. I don't know. I was just making something up. I don't know if there's
COVID 42.
Right? So, but while you're out, did you watch the Super Bowl at all?
Oh, yes. That's right. I did. It was fucking boring.
I turned it on and it was like 3-0. It was like the end of the first quarter, and I was like, I don't care. I didn't watch any football this year, so I kind of just put on Grey's Anatomy and finished crocheting and like just started crocheting. And then but I did watch the TP USA halftime performance. I didn't watch.
I have my thoughts on that.
What are your thoughts? Because I didn't watch any of the Bad Bunny stuff. I've seen people's commentary or whatever, but I'm not going to comment on it because I didn't watch it, so I don't really know.
Oh, I thought that's the one that you meant. You saw the TP USA one?
Yeah, I saw the TP USA one.
Okay, so we both seen one each.
Yes.
So I went to my band's house for a barbecue, and they know a couple Bad Bunny songs, and they were interested in watching it. So that's what we all watched. We saw the Bad Bunny. I speak Spanish. Yo hablo español muy bien. And I didn't understand a fucking word the guy said.
Really?
In any of his music. It just sounds like, hey, like, dude, this is not music. And it's just it's a bunch of jungle music, is what one of our friends said. And I gotta agree. It's like jungle music, especially with all the sugarcane stuff. But I did think it was interesting, and I kind of enjoyed it. Music it is pretty catchy, makes me want to dance. I'm not gonna get political on that part where like I don't hate Bad Bunny. Don't agree with some of his political views, because I think he's kind of like anti America first type of, if I had to say it.
Yeah, I saw one. So this is based off this one TikToker or whatever that said that Puerto Ricans call him a communist.
Yes. Yeah, I saw that. I could I think I agree with them, because I mean, like I said, he's not America first. Right. And then he claims how it's like, well, Puerto Rico is part of America, so I am American. It's like, but at the same time, I think Puerto Rico, and including him, he's pushing for them to get their independence back.
Yes, that's what I heard. That's what he wants, the Puerto Rican independence.
Yeah, but among him, besides him, also Ricky Martin was there, Cardi B, Pedro Pascal, Jessica Alba, and who else sang? Oh, Lady Gaga. Who fucking called her? I think it was on Steven Crowder. They called her Latina Gaga. And what'd she sing? She sang someone else's song. Like, it wasn't an original song. Yeah, I think so. Her name's Stephanie. I forgot her last name, but I think it is an Italian last name. So that's kind of weird that you had her sing there.
Yeah.
But it sounded all right. I didn't have a big issue with it. It didn't seem like he got political. Like, he didn't say fuck ICE. He didn't say fuck Trump. He didn't say anything like that.
I think from everything that I've seen, he's been getting more flack than Green Day.
Yeah. Yeah, and Green Day is the ones that are getting more political. They even changed one of their lyrics during the song Holiday. I think they said something about, well, the representatives of or this country was built on Epstein or something. He mentioned Epstein Island or something like that, which is not quite political, but he was taking a jab at our administration, I think.
It's weird how political the Epstein stuff has gotten. Like, you and I, we've known each other for a long time now. Like, honestly, I think about it, I'm like, holy shit, we've known each other for like 6 years now. Crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
Pretty much the pandemic, yeah.
Yeah. We, and the people that we, gravitated towards that time, have been talking about the whole Epstein thing even before he was arrested, actually. Oh, yeah, it's something that we had talked about even before then. And after he had died, and our speculation on whether or not he's actually dead or not or whatever, you know, like it's something that we had talked about for years. And so now it coming up, and it's been Republicans and people on the right talking about it for a really long time. So now that these files are coming out, and it's almost like the Democrats have hijacked the whole thing, as in like it's their crusade, is wild.
Yeah, it's definitely it's interesting to see people losing their minds over what they're seeing now in the Epstein Files, and me and you are back here among with our friends. We're like, yeah, welcome to the fucking club. We've been saying this for fucking years. And
I know.
well,
I was just going to say
now
this.
it's happening. It's happening.
It's happening. Yeah. I was just about to say this, Glenn. just like we've all known about Epstein Pizzagate from the beginning. And now, you know, remember how they used to say, like, from the beginning, like, Pizzagate was a conspiracy theory. They're thinking that they're running kids. It's all about just this pizza place. That's all it was about, when it was more than just Comet Ping Pong.
Yeah, you guys are a bunch of conspiracy theorists. You guys are crazy.
Like the guy that went in and to like pew the place, he ends up just getting the hard drives of the computers.
Oh, I didn't really know too much about that guy.
That's all he shot. He went in there. He's like, I'm trying to find a pedophiles. And he went in and he shot at the office and just hit the hard drives of the computers. Like, okay.
Sounds like an inside job.
Yeah. So it's just so wild, because I know for years, like all these conspiracies and stuff that I have been talking about, or like we've been discussing with other people, or watching or researching or whatever for years now, and people thought that we were freaking lunatics. It's all coming out to be true, and then they're coming up to you and being like, yeah, well, did you know this? Yeah, bitch, I've been talking about it for 7 years now. Like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, we're the ones desensitized to this already. We're like, tell me something I don't know. I'm not surprised.
No. We totally got off topic with that. Like, we were just talking about the whole Bad Bunny TPUSA thing.
Oh, I know, right? See, I mean, but that's it.
It's all connected.
It's all connected. Yeah. There's no getting away from the main topic at hand.
Yeah.
But, I'm gonna bring up our thing here. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been working with a program called Miro.
It's the best. I've been using it for over a year and a half now, and it's amazing. Love it. And it's like almost like, what's it called? A mind map.
Yeah. I like the zooming in feature. Like there's infinite amount of space.
Yes. You can go as big or small as you want.
So anyway, Super Bowl 60, besides the Seahawks defense dominating the fucking game, it seems like more people are definitely talking about the battle of the halftime shows, Bad Bunny versus TPUSA. Oh, so I talked a little bit about the Bad Bunny one. What was your take on the TPUSA before we get into more detail?
The TPUSA one, in my opinion, I mean, I thought it was good. It was just like watching music, and there was good music. The singers were great. The music was good. You know, I mean, they had to throw in like a montage of Charlie Kirk at the end. So of course I cried. Like, I can't help it. Every time I see a picture of that dude, I just feel so like, with everything that's been going on afterwards, and just like my feelings about like what actually happened to him and how things are going on. It's just like, look at him and I'm like, God, it's just awful. It's just all awful. But
I don't know what to think about Erica Kirk anymore, because it just doesn't seem legit.
Either he's alive or she's a piece of shit. It's one of the two. That's it. That's the only two you got.
It has to be, yeah.
Like, honestly, that's kind of where I'm at right now, and it's just really weird. But I will say one of the criticisms that I did hear about the NFL and having Bad Bunny on there, especially since it's the 250th anniversary of America, like, why not make America's pastime, which is football, more of like a celebration of America itself?
So, yeah, I do agree with the Bad Bunny thing. It's 250 years of America.
Mm-hmm.
They could have picked someone else, someone more popular, but the main reason I think they picked Bad Bunny is just to show the direction that like these people behind the scenes, like Jay-Z, the music industry, they're the ones setting forth what's going to be popular from now on. Yeah. They're the gatekeepers.
Well, so Jay-Z is like, he's like the master. He's like the ringleader. He's on top of everything now. He paid his dues. Him and Marina Abramovich are like tight, man. So
the spirit cooker.
Yeah. You've seen the videos of he's had her in his music videos and them like weird. Ugh. Oh, weird. Anyway, but yeah, I think the TPU, I was actually surprised. Let me go down this. When I was watching it live. And the notification that I got was through Charlie Kirk's channel.
Oh.
I still think it's weird that they're whatever. But on his channel itself, there was like almost 1 million people watching. It was like 800,000. And I was like, holy shit. So then I was like, let me go to the TPUSA channel on YouTube and see how many are. And it was like 4 million and then 5 million. And I was like, holy crap, there's 5 million people here. Like when I was first watching, it was like a few thousand, then a few tens of thousands, and then hundreds of thousands. And then it got into like the millions. And I was like, holy crap. I saw Officer Tate was streaming it. He had 100K watching his YouTube channel on there. So I know that I had sent the link to all my boomer family and stuff, and they were watching it on OAN or something different, right? So I have a gripe with people like Candace who are coming out now and being like, oh, they paid for all those views. And I'm like, girl, I know your butt hurt. And I know that we all have this kind of weird feeling about the whole TPUS thing as a whole. But in the grand culture scheme of things, I would rather spend my 12 minutes watching the TPUSA halftime show and it be like a symbol of fuck the big guys rather than watch Bad Bunny mumble Spanish.
Oh God.
Hey. You know, so yeah. So you have like, I understand like there's this huge divide of like, you know, fuck TPUSA and all this other stuff. But that's not what it was about. And now there's like a lot of cope going on. You know me and Candace, I have never was like, I don't like her, never liked her. But I have been watching her whole thing. I watched her whole thing when it came to Brigitte Macron. I've been watching her with this whole Charlie Kirk situation and stuff too. And there's some things that I agree with her with. I do feel like she is, I don't know what her values are in the sense of when it comes to the political arena. Like, I don't know. I know like Glenn's like, she's a grifter.
she raises good points and she has good questions though.
Yes.
I give her that.
Yeah. And I can give her that. And that's fine. But like with everybody, like if I feel like you have a good point, I don't care if I like you or if I don't like you, I'll listen to you. That's fine.
Exactly.
You know.
And that's having an open mind. That's very fair.
Right. And I think with her gripe about like the TPUSA numbers, I'm like, I I tend to believe that they are what they said they were. But if you don't, then that's fine. But I think it was more of a, they can't, there's no way that all these people are watching them, man, because there's not as many comments. I was like, I watched it on on 2 different platforms. I went back and forth on one, and I didn't comment. I don't chat. Like, a lot of people weren't sitting there commenting or chatting on it. Whether, like, what if someone had it on the TV? You can't comment and chat on if you have it on the TV. I don't know.
Right.
Anyway, that's my diatribe. I'm over it.
Well, good. Well, he's not. We don't know him personally, but I'd just like to say these people. One of our good friends, Sean Farash, he did another Trump impersonation on Bad Bunny, and
oh my god,
thought that was pretty damn hilarious. So here he is with that.
Favorite president, and this message is for Bad Bunny, or as I call him, the nasty rabbit. El Conejo Desagradable. He's a nasty rabbit and a stupid rabbit. Anytime you see a guy in a dress, that's a very stupid person. So he's a nasty guy, a horrible guy. They call him Bad Bunny. I call him the worst bunny. Think about it. And nobody knows bunnies quite like I do. I get along very well with many of the highly respected bunnies all around the world. I have a tremendous relationship with Bugs Bunny. He said to me, "What's up, Doc?" He said, "Sir, what's up, Doc, sir?" I said, "You don't have to call me Doc. You could call me Donald." But Bugs Bunny is a tremendous bunny. He does a fantastic job on the baseball field. He plays every position. You look at him, but he does a fantastic job. I get along very well with Roger Rabbit. And what happened to him was horrible, you know. They say, "Sir, who framed Roger Rabbit, sir?" I said, "It was probably the fake news and the Democrats. They frame everybody." But he got a raw deal. And so we gave him a pardon because what happened to Roger Rabbit was horrible. It was a complete and total witch hunt, so we gave him a pardon. I got along very well with the Easter Bunny, who used to lead crooked Joe Biden around like he lost puppy. But the Easter Bunny said to me, "Sir, you have the biggest Easter eggs the world has ever seen. They're much bigger than Chuck Schumer or Peso Store Obama. You look at Hakeem Jeffries, they have very small Easter eggs, but I have the biggest eggs the world has ever seen. Nobody's ever seen anything like it." I also got along well with Little Bunny Foo-Foo, and I ended the war between Little Bunny Foo-Foo and the field mice. He was bopping him on the head. I said, "You can't do that. You have to stop doing that, or we're going to hit you with tariffs." And we ended that war. You know, you look at it,
he's so good. I can't. Like, he's so good.
Bad Bunny. He's a horrible person and a stupid person. El Conejo Desagradable. Bad Bunny, nasty rabbit. He hates our country and he has no talent. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Oh my god, he's so good.
He's really good.
That. It's insane. Oh my goodness. He's like, I called him Doc. Don't call me Doc. You can call me Donald. That got me over the edge. Like, that was hilarious.
Now let's see what we got here. This was Representative Andy Ogles. The Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show was pure smut, brazenly aired on national television for every American family to witness. Children were forced to endure explicit displays of gay sexual acts, women gyrating provocatively, and Bad Bunny shamelessly grabbing his crotch while dry humping the air. And if that weren't outrageous enough, the performance's lyrics openly glorified sodomy and countless other unspeakable depravities. These flagrant incident. I guess they did. If you go back and actually translate, like if you go get his lyrics, because like I said, could not understand a fucking word he said.
Right.
But apparently he was talking about licking buttholes and stuff. So yeah. But I mean, he's not the only one. Even Kid Rock. And I couldn't believe this about Kid Rock, but then I looked it up, and the movie Osmosis Jones, he's got a song where some of the lyrics, he says he likes them underage.
Yeah.
And he said they call him statutory, but I think it should be mandatory. It's like, what the fuck, dude? It's like, oh well, it's kind of washed up in my opinion. Like, they could get better people for America First.
Well, he wasn't singing that song.
No, he didn't sing that song at all.
Yeah.
They're just jabs from the left.
Yeah.
But
anyways, I didn't know that those were I don't know, because I had seen people talking about like calling for the FCC to sue the NFL because of all that stuff. And I was just like, did the FCC sue the NFL when Janet Jackson had her tit exposed?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did write a note about that. Here, I'm just gonna read it instead of.
Did you say Janet? Does your note say Janet Jackson boobs?
Yeah, I put remember, like, this isn't the only provocative halftime show. If we remember, there was Janet's wardrobe malfunction. There's Ashley Simpson going, make me wanna scream. Well, she's thrusting the air. And then Rihanna, that was just a couple years ago. She was like popping her puss with her hand on her crotch, and then she takes her hand to her face and smells her own hand. And Shakira, she was in bondage. So, you know, it's the I don't know the fucking word. This whole this nasty business in the halftime show. It's not news. It's not news.
Oh man. So. Yeah. I don't know. I'll say this. I feel like everyone has their panties so twisted right now and their head shoved up so far up their own asses. Yeah. They can see the sunshine through their own mouth. Like, everyone needs to chill the fuck out, man. Yeah. It's like there's so much anger like towards all these other people, and it's just like, just relax. Everyone just chill out for a hot second. All right?
Go touch grass. Go play frisbee. Go
for real, man.
Do something.
For real. Like, I understand that there's horrible shit that's going on and stuff like that, injustices, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is that you're losing sight of sanity.
Of life. Your sanity in life, yeah.
Rationality, being able to look at a situation instead of reacting emotionally, act rationally. Like, look at all the different moving pieces and possibilities as to why things are the way that they are. I can't handle it, Jack. I can't handle it.
Yeah, they're starting to act like me when I found out about the Epstein stuff years ago. And that was not a cool me.
I'll be honest with you. So, like, for me, I've been struggling with this whole Epstein stuff because back when we first, like found out about it, researched it, like, a lot of people were talking about it. We had Pizzagate. We had Open Secret documentary that came out in 2020 or 2021, right? We had all these things happening. Yeah, Fall of the Cabal, right? Fall of the Cabal. Holy shit, that was so good. That got taken off the internet, lickety split too. Fall of the Cabal was amazing. Out of Shadows. Yeah.
All kinds of goodies.
Yeah, right? So we had all this come out, and like a lot of people knew about it, and we were called conspiracy theorists. But the thing is, there's a difference between seeing it like the way that we saw it, as in these documentaries and different things, and then also seeing it on actual government website. Like, it was kind of like, back then, it was kind of like, that's not okay. Let me just, like, for me, I was always like, all right, well, let me hold this information in my back pocket. It's an expression that I say all the time. I hold a lot of, my back pocket's huge. That's why my butt's so big. Okay. A lot of information back there. So, you know, so actually seeing these files come out, reading these different emails and seeing these different things, like, it's almost like my brain wants to compartmentalize and not be like, I can't believe that people are this fucking evil. Like, I can't, my brain is having a hard time, like, really being like, holy shit, these people are really, really this evil. because it's like there in
Mhm.
your face, and you're just like, whoa. But now you have a lot of people who this is like the first time that they're ever hearing about it, and their minds are exploding, and they're
Yeah.
wanting blood for any single person that they see in the email without context, like, oh, so and so was in the emails. Like today there was a hearing with Pam Bondi, and one of the Dems was like, Donald Trump is in the files 5,000 times. He is mentioned or talked about. And I was like, yeah, he's either mentioned or talked about. I have not gone through every single 5,000 emails or documents for the Trump stuff. But from what I've seen, which has been thousands of documents in total, is that when Trump is mentioned, it's either his 2006 going to reporting what he knew about Epstein,
Informant.
or people emailing Epstein, updating him about the 2016 election, or someone was emailing him. They were collecting data on Twitter and getting an idea of people's perception and stuff just through comments and different posts and everything. They were collecting all this data and updating Epstein on Hillary's chances of winning.
So I was telling someone else earlier, just because his name is in there, I want to see the implications. Like, you think this would be a big thing? And again, we all got to ask, why didn't the Biden administration take Trump down when they had the chance? If this guy really is a bad guy, like they say he is now, but they still got nothing on him right now.
Well, I will say this that I think is really hinky, and I'm going to tell you what I think is really hinky because it smells like total and complete garbage to me. In 2008, when Epstein actually finally got convicted or whatever down in Florida, and he got his bullshit sentence of like 18 months of conditional release, or no, work release, it was awful. Okay, so to me, from what I've read, and like I said, it seems like the FBI, the federal government, did not charge Epstein when the state of Florida charged Epstein. The federal government could have been a federal and state thing. He could have got charged on both things, and he wasn't. And so it was like the federal government in 2019 basically copy and pasted the charges and the evidence that was from the 2008 case and just was like, okay, well, here's this. Like, I don't know if there's anything new that was in there or not, but to me, that's what it seems like. And it's just kind of like, okay, well, why is it that at that time in 2019 that the Trump administration decided to actually arrest Epstein? Part of me feels like it was a bid to get people to vote in 2020 for him.
Yeah, there's all the sweet talking stuff.
Yeah. So
I mean,
I don't know. But hold on. So Glenn says they tried to imprison and kill Trump. If they had evidence of Trump wrongdoing in Epstein Files, they would have used it. Yeah,
exactly.
That's what I'm saying too. Like it would have been used. Honestly,
that would have been their smoking gun.
It would have been their smoking gun. They would have used it in 2020 after he arrested him. They would have used it in 2024 and that. So I don't know. There's just like a bunch of bullshit going on, and it's all a club that we're not a part of. And it just the release was done sloppily. It was awful how they did it. It has created more chaos, more division, and insanity than I feel like it's almost controlled chaos. Like it's done on purpose. Okay, I'm done.
Sorry about that. I'm just transitioning here to one of our next things to talk about. that I found interesting.
We don't want to be part of the club. Yes, we do not want to be
Yeah,
part
honestly,
of the club.
at this point, fuck that club.
Okay. Sorry, what you getting at?
Is this showing, or do you want to bring it up onto the screen?
Yeah.
All right. So this is from Jimmy Dore on Next. It's not effective. The Cleveland Clinic study showed you are more likely. Wait, is that where it starts? It's so weird. To get the flu, if you take the flu vaccine, which is not a vaccine, you are 27% more likely to get sick from the flu if you take the flu shot. And I think that's what a lot of people have been saying for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think that's pretty interesting that that's coming out now.
Yep, I stopped giving my kids the flu shot when I went, and a nurse told me, well, it's only 10% effective. And I was like, then why the fuck am I doing this?
Oh my God. Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, no. Pass. Okay.
So I guess this is from a Cleveland clinic. Now I try to ask Grok to give me some links on this matter, but it didn't really give me an exact one to that stricter efficacy proof. But I did see somewhere, this might be it right here, that the FDA during the Trump administration introduced stricter requirements for demonstrating the effectiveness of seasonal influenza vaccines. This regulatory shift prompted reactions from major pharmaceutical companies producing flu vaccines, as it could affect approval timelines, testing protocols, and market strategies. The new guidelines emphasize stronger clinical evidence that vaccines significantly reduce infection, hospitalizations, or severe complications associated with influenza. Regulators aim to ensure that vaccines meet rigorous standards for public health benefit and that efficacy claims are supported by robust data.
And this is from Rick, he says the yearly flu vaccine is a guess. They pick the strain they think will be the most prevalent that year, and that is what they put out. It doesn't protect you from all strains. Yes, and that was actually part of the thing, is that the study that they want done is them to show that the flu vaccine in which they're going to get, this is the combat between the FDA and these flu vaccine manufacturers, is that the flu vaccine manufacturers are saying that we can't tell you that our vaccine will be as effective as you want it to be because we're guessing on what flu there's going to be. And by the time that we actually get that data that you need, that strain of flu will be over. And the FDA's like tough nuggins. Yeah. So I know it's going back and forth. So
it says right here, ethical communication is important to avoid misinterpretation. Stricter proof requirements do not imply that flu vaccines are unsafe or ineffective. Rather, they reflect a commitment to rigorous evaluation of measurable benefits. Accurate reporting helps maintain public confidence in immunization programs. Overall, the FDA's policy change underscores the dynamic relationship between regulation, pharmaceutical development, and public health. Companies, scientists, and regulators continue to collaborate to ensure vaccines are both safe and demonstrably effective. But either way, I think what the FDA under Trump's administration is pretty much saying, y'all got to prove the efficacy of this shit, because obviously people are still getting the flu even after getting the flu vaccine.
Right.
And like I said, a lot of people, we've been saying that for a long time.
Like what, and that post that you were showing before said that you're 27% more likely to get the flu if you had the flu shot, is what it said. Yes.
Yeah.
That's wild. So crazy.
And that was Jimmy Dore commenting on Illuminati Bot, the post that Illuminati Bot put. President Trump's FDA has sent shockwaves through the pharmaceutical industry by requiring the flu vaccine to prove its effectiveness to remain on the market, which I agree.
Yeah.
I could definitely agree to that. Down here, K-State Turk says more than 80% of pediatric influenza deaths were unvaccinated. But okay, you and everyone else on this thread ignore the fact that you're jihad against vaccines for some reason. And Jimmy Dore responded, "You sound like you're ready for your next COVID booster." Am I right?
Well, so here's what is interesting about the flu vaccines and stuff too. Before is like for the first time ever, when my kid had to go to kindergarten, it was like he had to get a flu vaccine to go to kindergarten, right? And I was like, I'm not fucking doing it. Ended up doing it. I hate it. I made my husband go take him, but it was the first time I ever heard they had asked if he was allergic to egg proteins, because it's like some kind of antigen or whatever.
Oh yeah,
in the vaccine is egg protein. So anybody out there, if you were allergic to eggs in any way, shape, or form, let those people know. Just saying. If you want to
I do remember about that egg protein stuff. It may contain salmonella in your vaccines now.
Oh gosh, could you imagine? There was one where I saw they had monkey kidneys and all kinds of weird things in some of these shots.
Yeah, so, hey, Shats has a lot of good stuff here, folks. Go to X and follow at Admiral Shats after you follow at Reality Spills.
Yes, it's at reality_spills on X.
There you go. Let's get to the main topic that a title of our episode today was on Kurt Cobain.
Yes, do you want me to bring it up?
Very funny.
I got it.
You can go for it.
Okay. Boop. Let's bring this up. Sorry for all the ads. It is a Daily Mail article. So this came out, what was it, yesterday? Is that when?
Yeah, I think it was yesterday.
Yeah, what's today?
Which, by the way, it's just very interesting that this investigation now comes out at the same time these Epstein Files have come out. And I'll get to that later after the article.
Well, it's like all the conspiracies are coming to fruition.
Yes.
Like everything that everyone's ever speculated about and was just like, no, is coming to be true.
You know how they say, how long does it take for a conspiracy to become the truth? It takes 6 months. Well, now we're looking at 6 years.
Yeah.
Because, since the pandemic, but
it's all crazy. So this article goes, his death shocked fans and sent ripples through the music world, but decades later, Kurt Cobain's final moments are under renewed scrutiny. The Nirvana lead singer died April 5th of 1994 at the age of 27. And for those conspiracy theorists, we all know about the 27 Club, from a self-inflicted gunshot wound at his Seattle home. At the time, the King County Medical Examiner ruled his death a suicide by a Remington Model 11-20 gauge shotgun. Now, an unofficial private sector team of forensic scientists has put a fresh eyes on Cobain's autopsy and crime scene materials, bringing in Brian Burnett, a specialist who previously worked on cases involving overdoses followed by gunshot trauma. Independent researcher Michelle Wilkins, who worked with the team, told the Daily Mail that after just 3 days looking into the evidence with fresh eyes, Burnett said, "This is a homicide. We've got to do something about this." Yup. Hold on. I just want to, Glenn says we're running on empty when it comes to conspiracies. And now like new ones keep popping up. Like I'm telling you, this Charlie Kirk one is going to be the new one. 50 years from now, we'll find out the truth. So she said that the conclusion followed an exhaustive review of the autopsy finding, which revealed signs inconsistent with an instantaneous gunshot death. So the peer review allegedly. The peer-reviewed paper presented 10 points of evidence suggesting Cobain was confronted by one or more assailants who forced a heroin overdose to incapacitate him before one of them shot him in the head, placed the gun in his arms, and left behind a forged goodbye note. There are things in the autopsy that go, well, wait, this person didn't die very quickly of a gunshot blast. Basically they're saying that it looked like his organs in his brain were deprived of oxygen, and that necrosis happens in an overdose. It doesn't happen like of a sudden gunshot death. So that's them showing the gun. So Burnett has decades of experience analyzing crime scenes and interpreting complex evidence. He has earned national recognition. It's basically giving him his credentials, and then this is talking about how the King County Medical Examiner's Office decided that they weren't going to reopen the investigation, nor was the Seattle Police Department. Hold on, where was I? Okay, so the new forensic report noted that Cobain's sleeves were rolled back and the heroin kit was found several feet away, containing capped syringes, cotton buds, and pieces of black heroin of roughly equal size. We're supposed to believe he capped the needles and put everything back in order after shooting up 3 times, because that's what someone does while they're dying, Wilkins said. Suicides are messy, and this was a very clean scene. The police on their investigation said Cobain injected himself 10 times the normal amount of a heavy heroin user would have used. Cobain's autopsy showed fluid in the lungs, bleeding in the eyes, and damage to the brain and liver. These findings, according to the forensic report, are unusual for quick gunshot deaths, but are common in deaths from heroin overdoses, which cause slow breathing and low blood flow. Let's see.
Well, a lot of that stuff just doesn't add up. Like a heroin user wouldn't clean up after himself for a suicide. Or was I supposed to say that? YouTube.
Whatever.
Come get me.
So Wilkinson argued that Cobain may have been physically incapacitated before the fatal gunshot, and like that's all the syringes are capped and stuff. He was dying of an overdose, and so he can barely breathe. His blood isn't pumping very much, she said. So this is them talking more about the overdose. Now they're also talking about the placement of Cobain's hands had lacked blood splatter raised, and it raised further questions. His left hand was tightly wrapped around the muzzle end of the barrel, yet shotgun shells were found on top of a pile of clothes on the opposite the expected ejection direction. So they're basically saying that the shells were on top of a pile of clothes in the opposite direction in which they were supposed to be if he would have done what he had done where he was found in the photos.
Yeah, whoever set this crime scene up did a very sloppy job. Might have been their first crime scene ever to do, actually.
Yeah. Well, they talked about how they had seen small amounts of blood on his shirt, and they said they also there's also blood on the bottom of his shirt. She said the only way the blood would get on his shirt is if Kirk was lifted and his head was down. There's no blood on his hand. There's no blood on the rest of his shirt, but there's a big blood stain at the bottom of his shirt. The alleged goodbye note was also scrutinized, and Wilkins said the top of the note is written by Kirk. Oh my God. Kurt. There's nothing about
Cobain.
The note. There's nothing about offing himself in it. It's basically just him talking about quitting the band. She adds, then there are 4 lines at the bottom. If you even look at the note, you can see that the last 4 lines are written in different. The text is a little bit different. It's bigger. It's more scrawly. So
yeah.
Yeah. So they also note that they had spoken to families who've loved ones who've also taken their lives because of Cobain's death. And they're talking about a kid in 2022 who took his life because he was doing a copycat offings and stuff. But they are saying the request to reopen the case, but it has been declined. They both came back saying no. They were not even looking they're not even looking at our evidence. And they said that their goal remains simply, if we're wrong, just prove it to us. That's all we ask them to do. So
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of similarities here between, well, I mean, Kurt Cobain, KC, Charlie Kirk, CK.
Whoa.
And then finding out the truth on both of these things is quite a...
And it was the wives in the end? Holy shit.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, when you were reading that just now, I just think it's like, wow, it's got like Erica Kirk all over this. Only it's Courtney Love.
Yeah. It's the conspiracies or not even the theories. The theories that I've heard is that people were upset that he wanted to leave the band. They wanted because doesn't Courtney Love have not the royalties, but her catalog?
Yeah, she owns
Nirvana. Like she owns the catalog, right?
Well, I think now his daughter Francine does now.
Mm-hmm.
But for a while, I believe it was Courtney Love because Francine was underage at the time.
Right. And so Francis. Yeah, and Jenny with the pull. Thanks.
Becky gave you kudos. Jenny with the pull.
And then there's speculation about the whole Dave Grohl and his part. And
I was going to mention, if there's anyone that needs to be questioned here, it's probably Dave Grohl, because
I mean,
I gotta apologize. So that day I mentioned about the drummer for Foo Fighters, I said Chris Taylor. That's not the guy. Chris Taylor's the singer of Slipknot.
Mm-hmm.
Or Corey. That's Corey Taylor. I meant to say Taylor Hawkins. I think that's the name of the drummer was the name of the drummer for Foo Fighters, who overdosed in Bogota, Colombia.
So Glenn says investigations go with the easiest closure 98% of the time. That's a sad truth. Well, and Dave Grohl has been in hot water recently because it came out that he fathered a child out of sight of his marriage with a very young woman.
Oh, it's got Epstein vibes all over this as well. It's all connected, folks. It's all connected.
It's all connected.
I want to play this clip of speaking of Epstein with Kurt Cobain tie-in possible. I have this video here on X, or Willie Schatz does, and it's very short, so we'll take a look at that.
There's a Bainbridge Island. That's why she was institutionalized right over there. She's just all broken down.
Oh, is there a problem?
I can't see it.
You can't see it. Okay, here, let me reshare.
Oh wait, yeah, no, I can, you press play and the screen was still blank.
Oh, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here, I'm just gonna. You see it now?
There. There's a Bainbridge Island.
No.
Here.
What the fuck?
Go to. Where's our private? Go to our private chat and send me the link, and I'll put it on.
Okay. Copy link. Private chat.
Yes.
There it is, right there. I'm gonna remove that for now, and I'm gonna stop that screen. There we go.
I haven't seen this, so I haven't seen this, so
I'm excited to watch this on Epstein. No, I mean, he doesn't mention Epstein, but it's just a weird correlation. So, oh, there we go. I can see it now.
Okay.
Bainbridge Island. That's why she was institutionalized right over there. It was just all broken down, like an infirmary there.
And then she went to New York and was a part of this acting troupe. And so it supposedly had communist ties too. And so then there's this big conspiracy amongst a judge, a very well-known, prominent judge here in Seattle, and a bunch of other people who had ties with Hollywood, and they basically just set her up and ruined her life. You know, they had some pictures taken of her when she was arrested for drunk driving, and it was a big, huge scandal. And she eventually was sent to a mental institution and given a lobotomy and raped every day for years.
What?
And just totally abused, and ended up like working at a Four Seasons restaurant alone and dying by herself.
There's a Bainbridge Island. That's why she was institutionalized right over there. It was just all broken down, like an infirmary there.
For years, every night there were lines of custodians, friends, and people, part of the staff who would wait in line to rape her every day. She went through a lot of shit.
Yeah, who is he talking about? Do you know?
No, he doesn't mention it, and I thought it was Courtney Love at first. Oh, by the way, that's Dave Grohl right there, standing with the cigarette.
He's so pretty. He's a pretty woman. Look how shiny his hair is.
But I don't think they're talking about Courtney Love. I'm not sure who he's talking about there, but like I said, the correlation with the Epstein stuff now coming out, and then this video comes out all of a sudden as well.
Yeah.
It's so weird. So weird.
It is weird. Do you want me to finish it or?
No, that's pretty much the gist
Okay.
of it right there.
Okay. Yeah, like I'm not. It's so sad to say that, like, with some of these things, you're just not surprised anymore. Just that these horrible things are happening. I don't know. But then you are surprised. Yeah. Like, it's like a weird thing that goes into your brain. You're like, how could this happen?
I kind of feel like they're Easter eggs at this point. Easter eggs in this whole movie that we're living in. It's like, oh, I see that. I see. Do you guys see that too?
Well, I wanted to bring up one last thing on the Epstein thing before we head out of here for the night.
Yeah.
There's been something that's been bothering me for actually a few days now, and I was thinking about it a lot a few days ago. And then actually, literally, this video came out of Anna Paulina Luna talking to Benny Johnson. And they were talking about, because on Monday, the members of Congress could actually see unredacted files from the Epstein Files. And one thing that has been bothering me a little bit about it is that with some of these files that I've seen, I was talking to the guys on Business Party yesterday about how I had seen emails from women talking to Epstein about targets or something. And I remembered Virginia Giuffre in an interview talking about how she herself had become a recruiter. And that's in the files itself, in the charges and in the documents, and saying that him and Ghislaine, recruited these women, and then those women ended up recruiting other people and other girls. I wouldn't even say women, girls.
Dirty
like
pyramid scheme.
Yeah. So what? And I was like, I was thinking to myself, at what point? Because I think about Virginia Giuffre, and if there were these other women who were older and were recruiting these younger girls, and now are out there, and being like the victims and stuff, because it's like this weird. I'm trying to say it in a way that's sensitive, but also accurate.
Like accurate,
yeah, because it's like, at what point does the victim become the perpetrator too?
Yeah, it's what the saying goes: hurt people hurt people.
Right. And like, you don't know what the situation could have been as to why these women had decided, okay, well, I'm going to do this recruiting. Was it because they wanted to get into good favor? What kind of like mental or physical, emotional, psychological abuse were they going through that they were like, oh, I wanted to get it away from me, so let me bring in another person so it's not me getting this, which is a shitty way to think, but it's also like, it's so convoluted and it's so wild, you know? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
And another thing, all right, I'm just going to play this clip, okay? And then we'll discuss. And then there's another
There are a lot of viral mentions about the 11-year-old, 10-year-old, people sending these photos to Jeffrey Epstein. Did you uncover who sent those photos of little children?
I looked directly at the emails that have been widely circulated pertaining to the age 11, and I have it written down on my notes, the permission to kill email, the Snow White, the littlest girl was naughty, etc. And those ones were directly sent by alleged victims.
So the most disturbing and darkest and sickest emails were sent by women to Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, and some of them pertaining to, jerky, whatever that is. Yeah. And
so just quick follow. What is jerky? Like, what is that exactly?
I think that's the question. I don't know if it's like, and again, like going into specifically just based on what this is, I don't know.
Code word.
Context is
it has to be a code word. Nobody talks about jerky like this.
Weird. Yeah, it's a code word and it's weird, but either which way.
We have beef jerky in the studio, okay? So, like, Klein and I know, I've never spoken to my team or anything. There's no correspondence to me talking about jerky this obsessively. There's hundreds of emails about jerky.
It's a code word, and some of those emails were sent by women.
Kind of like pizza.
And women that specifically claim to be victims.
So you're saying that these victims are being groomed into
there's
becoming
evidence.
Traffickers themselves.
There's evidence of that. Yes, okay. I'm not saying all of them.
So they're not actually victims. They're not actually victims, or they're.
I think that there are some that are actual victims, but I also think that at a certain point, if you, depending on the severity of what you're doing, I think that there's a gray area, and then you become a co-conspirator.
Yeah.
So
there's so much that we don't know, and the reason why I feel the way that I do about it is because early on in the 2008 case, there was articles in Florida talking about co-conspirators, and one of the co-conspirators was not just Ghislaine Maxwell. There was 2 co-conspirators. It was another woman, and she was recruited from community college, and then she recruited younger women, and then she had gone on and went on the whole press tour about her victimization and stuff too.
That reminds me of Kathy O'Brien and her daughter with the MK Ultra.
Yes. I will tell you, when looking through all this Epstein stuff, it was a cult. It's a cult. Yeah. There's nothing else that I can say about it, is that it's a cult. Like, it reminds me of Nexium in a bit. Like, you have to send, or there's some type of blackmail information on you that they will use against you if you try to leave or whatever. The way in which people were talking to Epstein or about him was like he was the center almost of their universe, or they're wanting his favor, like saying that my world, I'm going through Jeffrey withdrawals, and this is from a man, like, and the way that the women would email him and talk to him, and also the way that he would talk to other people though was very sometimes dismissive, and that he was the elitist and he was the one that was over them. Like, he was the boss. People would call him boss man. Like, I don't know. It was a freaking cult. So
I'm looking for this a Trevor Moore clip from The Whitest Kids You Know. Have you ever seen that show?
No, but let me I want to address something. Jennifer had brought up, why not take ground mapping machines that search underground to all of Jeffrey properties? I would. And someone said something about Zorro Ranch, and I apologize. I don't know where that is right now. it is weird to me that they have not
I think it was New Mexico.
gone to Zorro Ranch. Like, do we know if they have actually gone to his property on Zorro Ranch and have done any type of investigation on there? Like, I understand people would say, like, oh, we need probable cause, but there are victims out there who have said that they have visited the property or they've been there or something terrible has happened to them and that property. And considering that there was a past and there's there's a past, then there was past conviction and stuff. I don't know. You would think, and now he's dead. So you would think, like, wouldn't there be probable cause to go search his ranch?
There very well should be. So I sent you.
Glenn said they are now. Jackie, I saw an article today. That would be.
There we go.
That would be, because that's like the biggest question mark that people have had for a really long time. Because Zorro Ranch is what people had considered where he does all of his experiments on people. It's 7,500 acres.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And imagine just whatever could be underground as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like 75 acres times 2 now, if you go underground as well. But
I apologize, I cut you off. I think you sent me the same.
That shouldn't be the same. I think it's, I don't know. Open it up, and is it a different video? It's on Trevor Moore from The Whitest Kids You Know, and this is a skit that he wrote.
Trevor Moore. I'm looking.
If you just search it, it should be the first video that pops up.
Media.
It's the one that looks like Eyes Wide Shut.
Okay, I got it. Here,
play that one. And folks, Trevor Moore died. Someone pushed him off a balcony in 2021 after he came out with this skit.
Really? Okay, let me push play.
So on the nose there.
Mm-hmm.
He bit way too far into that apple.
Oh man.
But folks, we are not suicidal here on this show.
Mm-mm.
And this is just all fake and gay.
Allegedly. Wait, hold on. Yep. Here, ready? I'll turn it up. Allegedly. There we go.
There you go. Yeah, nice and loud for
everyone to hear. And you know what?
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
You know nothing.
Absolutely
nothing. So, hold on. I need to see something.
Unless, whatever last minute you got.
Thank you so much for gifting a subscription to us. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Woohoo! We need like a yay. Do we have a?
We have a gong.
Yeah, well, thank you, Jennifer.
Followed by intense applause.
Oh no. Okay. Glenn said, Virginia said the same thing. Be careful, Jack.
I know. I mean, I'm in California, so I mean, I'm already behind enemy lines.
Yep. Oh yeah. But other than that, I think that's all we have for you today.
Yeah.
So
because I'm gonna keep muting and keep coughing some more, and that's the story of my life for the last 2 weeks now.
We'll get him right for next week, and we'll have more interesting things to talk about. What?
I do have an announcement. So speaking of next week, I don't think I will be here. I'll be on the road.
Okay.
Heading to Phoenix for a softball tournament. So that's gonna be pretty fun.
Yes.
But I will be back in 2 weeks.
Yes. And depending on how busy I am, maybe I'll cook something up for you guys for next week by myself, and hopefully my internet doesn't go out. So I will keep you all abreast of the
it's like, what the hell?
Yeah, just keep an eye on our X at reality_spills on X, and also I'll probably post something on our YouTube posts or whatever, and let you know if we will, in fact, be on air Wednesday. Meaning me.
Actually, maybe I can try and do some shorts while I'm, out and about.
Yeah. Now that I filmed myself on my phone, I feel more comfortable talking to my phone for those 15 minutes. So maybe we'll start doing some more of them shorts and shit.
Selfie mode.
Yeah. I don't take pictures of myself. Like, this is like a thing. Like, I don't take pictures of myself. I don't do videos of myself. So actually doing that, which is weird, right? Which is weird because like I do this, I know, right? But I don't. So anyway, enough about me.
Yes. Well, anyways, thank you guys for tuning in today. Sorry for the short show this week. But like I said, I'm still recovering from this damn cough, flu thing, whatever, COVID shit. And like I said, I won't be here next week. Maybe, hopefully, we'll see Jackie next week. And then the week after that, you're going to go see some Monster Jam, right?
Hell yes.
So then you'll have me back solo bolo. For that
maybe. Because we'll be back on Tuesday. So I'll probably just come on Wednesday and be like, I'm just going to comment.
Yeah.
So
that's totally fine. But yeah, thank you everyone.
Have a great week. We'll see you soon. Love you. Bye.
Good night.
Mwah.